just imagine for a minute what it would be like if I told you you are not allowed to go to school tomorrow, or the next day, or for the rest of your life because you're a girl. Just imagine for a minute what it would be like if you had no books to read because you're a girl. Just imagine for a minute what it would be like if you saw slaughtered people on TV and heard the sound of gunfire and bombs all day long. Just imagine for a minute that your life was being threatened every day for years. Just imagine for a minute that a man finally shoots you in the head. Just imagine for a minute that you are only 11 to 15 years old at that time. This brave girl didn't have to imagine it for just a minute. She lived through all of it, and her name is Malala Yousafzai. Born July 12, 1997, to a lower middle class family in northwest Pakistan, Malala was educated by her father. She grew up wanting to be a doctor until the Taliban closed school for girls January 15, 2009, and blew up more than 100 others. Choosing to be an advocate for the 66 million girls around the world that are deprived of education, she started writing a blog for the BBC Urdu under a pseudonym detailing her life during the Taliban occupation. Following that, Adam Ellick with the New York Times filmed a documentary about her family under Pakistani rule, where it showed them being displaced and separated. She also began giving interviews and was nominated for the International Children's Peace Prize by Desmond Tutu. This did not sit well with the Taliban, so on October 9, 2012, a man walks up to Malala and shoots her in the head. The bullet goes into her head 18 inches from the side of her left eye, through her neck, and lands in her shoulder. After a 5-hour operation and a cochlear implant, she had a 70% chance of survival. However, Malala is like a warrior, courageous and strong. Pakistani's first National Youth Peace Prize was given to Malala before she was even released from the hospital. In 2013, she won the Sakharov Prize for Freedom of Thought, which is for those who have dedicated their lives to the defense of human rights. Besides having a documentary about herself, He Named Me Malala, and an international best-selling book, I Am Malala, Time magazine has named her one of the most influential people globally in 2013, 2014, and 2015. Also in 2014, Malala was the youngest person ever to have received the Nobel Peace Prize. In her acceptance speech, she wrote these very inspirational words. I had two options. 1, remain silent and wait to be killed, or 2, speak up and then be killed. Malala became a Canadian citizen in 2017 and was the youngest person to address the House of Commons of Canada. With no significant brain damage, she was able to attend Edgbaston High School from 2013 to 2017 and is currently seeking a bachelor's degree in philosophy, politics, and economics at Lady Margaret Hall in Oxford. Most of the time, we take our education for granted. We complain about having too much homework, or having to get up too early for classes, or having to study for a test. Knowledge is power, and we go to school so that we may enrich our lives, contribute to society, and inspire the future generation. It's crazy to me to think that someone so young can make such a significant impact on the world, but Malala Yousafzai did, and she is making the way for other girls to do the same thing. Thank you.